Y'all got some hot takes on this podcast. I'll tell you that much. How
uh,
about Utah gonna make the playoffs over the Lakers, Ollie? I don't know about that.
I don't.
wait.
Y'all
Let
got
me.
some hot.
I mean, if Anthony Davis rolls his ankle, God forbid.
Oh gosh. Looks like we're about to be down one more center. So
Yeah, he's about to go to jail. The other one's about to go to jail.
exactly. So
Who's about to go to jail?
Jackson Hayes is about to go to
mhm,
jail
For what?
prison.
because he can't keep his hands off of women.
Jesus,
Mhm.
when they gonna learn?
Mhm.
All right, we are good to go. I'm just gonna share the link. Who did not join? Oh, Olivia's here. All right, let me pull up my notes here. Well, how's everybody doing? First of all,
Pretty good, pretty good.
how is
Can you hear me? Can
everybody's?
you hear me all right?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you perfectly fine. How's everybody's week?
Yeah, it was up and down. That's
And
how it is when the Miami Heat play.
you ready? You ready for graduation?
hmm I'm
That's
ready.
that's
I
good.
was I was ready last semester.
That's good. Noel, how was your week?
Mine was good. Busy, but good.
Okay, okay.
Mm.
All right. So Jackson Hayes is in trouble now.
He should have been in trouble 3 years ago,
Mhm.
but
But like historically, the NBA doesn't have the best track record of when it comes to dealing with stuff like this. Like Miles Bridges,
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Porter Jr., they're all still in the league. So mm,
it's not gonna change now. But
Well, I feel like until they until something like more serious happens where they see that there are heavy consequences to doing those type of things, they still gonna keep doing what they do. There's nothing is gonna change.
but he's done though. He's done though. TMZ got him in high definition. He's done.
So they got a video of him hitting a woman,
mhm,
and Christian Wood is injured.
mhm.
AD's injured too.
No, but he can't get injured. If he
Yeah,
gets injured, it's over.
they can't afford
They gonna have
for
LeBron
AD
playing the
to get
center
hurt.
again.
A 40-year-old playing center would be comical.
They looking to trade. I saw something that they looking to trade Zillow for the guy you wanted, Noelly, but the issue with that is Zillow has no trade value.
The issue with that is Danny Ainge is a hard ass.
Would you trade for D'Lo?
I will not right now.
If picks are included, Walker Kessler.
Second round picks? He ain't worth
No,
no
I
first.
feel like no, I feel like the Lakers would have to improve first.
But who do we have that we can trade though? Who we're gonna have to give like Zillow, give Vincent, maybe Hood Schifino, like those guys, because
Get
They
rid of
waived
Jalen
Uchifno.
Hood-Schifino.
Uchifno's gone. He was garbage.
They waived him? I thought they just didn't pick up his option for next
did
season.
I see him on the court? I saw him on the court.
I thought they declined his
Either I thought
team
they
option.
I thought they waived him. Like he's not a part of the team.
Now that would be let me stop. But no, I don't think they waived him. I think they just declined his team option for next season.
So like from from what we discussed in the past episodes, so the Lakers just dropped down from being a playing team to being a team that's not gonna make the playoff
No, they're still a playing team. They're still a playing team if everything goes
without a
the way it's
backup
supposed
without
to.
a backup center.
Yep. As long as all the Lakers fans collectively need to come together and pray that nothing bad happens to Anthony Davis over like 50 games, they should be in a good position.
I was hoping AD would be able to play like 70 like last season, at least 70.
He could, but that's if he doesn't roll his ankle, get sick, have a non-contact injury. They got to take care of Anthony Davis like he's a sports car. They got to watch him at all times. You can't. If they go to New York to play the Knicks in the wintertime, he can't go outside. He might slip on ice and fall. You can't. You got to keep an eye on him because you have no backup center. I really hope the NBA like makes a change and deals with Jackson Hayes once and for all.
Yes, that I agree with.
I hope they able to get rid of Zillow. I don't trust Zillow at all.
It hurts. I love
He just
Zillow.
looks like watching the Lakers play. He just looks, I don't know, lazy and just like so uninvolved. I was like, he shoots the most interesting shots. I'm like, why are you shooting it? He just like chucks it up. I'm like, okay.
He plays like LaMelo.
He does, except LaMelo actually makes a shot.
D'Lo used to make the shots.
He used to. But it's hard to get in the rhythm when, like, he used to make those shots as like the focal point of an offense, but it's hard to catch a rhythm when you're not anymore. Yeah. So I'll give him that.
I love D'Lo. I can't do too much D'Lo slander. I love D'Lo too much.
Yeah, I'm a D'Lo fan. That's your guy, Ollie.
Soon.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have been a Laker. He should have came to Miami.
Who, Gabe?
After Brooklyn. Yeah, after Brooklyn, he should have gone straight to Miami.
He should have went to Miami. You're talking about Zillow. Oh,
straight to Miami.
So you take D'Lo over Terry?
Right now, no.
This guy is saying that.
I said Brooklyn.
He's hard on his team, though.
In Brooklyn.
One thing about Ali is very hard on his team. Although he loves the hits, he is very, very hard on them.
I have to be. We be having close games against teams we shouldn't be having close games with.
Who's your number one option right now?
That's our number one option is supposed to be Bam.
But I don't think Bam can be a number one option.
I've been saying it for years. He's not.
I think Bam is a good number 2.
He can't be number 2.
Or number 3.
He definitely can't be number 3.
Why?
What do you think?
Why are you gonna place him?
He can't be number. If he's number 3, we got a problem. If he's number 3, he can't be getting paid like a number 2 or a number 1. We're paying him like a number 2, but he's supposed to be a number 1, and he ain't a number 1.
Are y'all like running the offense through Bam? I don't watch the Heat play to know enough about like
he's
how
a part of it. He's always been a part of the offense because he's supposed to be one of the bigs who can really pass. Half the time it's a dribble handoff or a screen, and he'll just cut to the lane, or they'll put him in an ISO situation at the top of the key, and he'll like waste time on the shot clock if they're not moving the ball, and he'll take a contested mid-range jumper that you pray goes in. It's very like, and then after that, the rest of the offense is like player movement and a lot of dribble penetration, specifically between Bam and Tyler Hero, because they have the best 2-game ability to score. And then if we need to, we'll kick it out to Terry Rozier. Or if Terry is just says, forget the offense, forget the play, he'll take a shot by himself. Like, I like Terry on the team. He gives us options. But
where does Jimmy fall with all of this?
Jimmy just does what Jimmy does. He's gonna get all the shot attempts, but it's not like he doesn't demand like all the other superstars in the league. He's not the first option on offense. He's just an option on offense. More often than not, it's gonna start with him, and he could get an assist out the play. He could get a basket out the play. But if there's nothing good going on, then he'll just be a part of the offense in the way that they'll just move the ball around.
Yeah. I'll say
Unless
this.
it's the playoffs.
I was watching UD and Mike Miller's podcast, and Michael Beasley was on there, and he said the only person who ever beat him 1-on-1 was Bam. And
I
he's
think he
like,
lied.
I don't think Spo knows. Basically said, I don't think Spo knows what he has in his hands, and Bam. So I don't know.
I don't
I don't
think
watch
Bam
the Heat
knows
play
what he
enough.
has. Like, if you're playing 1-on-1 in practice and you could beat a talented 1-on-1 player in practice, and you're the number 2 who's supposed to be the number 1, and they tell you, hey, you're a number 1 option now. It don't mean you gotta like stick to what coach is telling you. They literally hand you the keys and they're like, okay, show us what you can do. Get a bag. Do something. I lose my mind every time I see him take a mid-range jumper. I'm like, this might not go in. I'm scarred from the playoffs. He was terrible.
Bam.
Yeah, for my standards, as what a big man is supposed to be. Because I know, like other Heat fans kill me because they're like, oh, his defense is so good and he's an All NBA first team defender. I'm just like, yeah, but in 2024 in the NBA, he's a big man that I gotta beg to score above 20 points. I just as a number 1 option too. So I'm just not. I'm off the hype train. I'm done. And they refuse to play him at power forward. He's undersized for the center position, and
He looked so good next to AD. Oh my gosh. He looks so good next to AD in the Olympics.
They all look tall standing next to each other, but he needs to play the 4. I'm tired of it.
I would love Bam on the Lakers, but hey, we can all hope. But yeah,
if the
I
Lakers
don't
get
think
Bam,
it's
he
like,
might get injured the same way Kendrick Nunn got injured.
oh gosh, I feel like there's a curse with Miami Heat players and the Lakers getting them.
All right, guys, I just shared the link. If you guys want to take a minute to share it back to your people, and then we can officially kick in. So we just got into it, man. We forgot to say hi to the fans, to the people watching. So welcome again everybody to the TimeOut podcast with Ollie and Vens. We got a special guest in the building. We got Nohelly tonight. Die-hard LeBron fan.
Die-hard
LeBron fan. She don't watch soccer no more. I don't know what happened. She barely watches football, but she will be able to give a lot of good takes on basketball. So Nohelly, welcome. It's always a pleasure having you, and always Ollie. So let's get it, guys. Let's get it. So if somebody caught us while we were sharing the link and you happen to think, oh, we got a friend in the building. We got Dodzi Loti. Dodzi, what up, man? What up? Dodzi, m'da parlé de aujourd'hui avec Pemano, man. Nous t'a dit, yo, nous songe pour l'église là, tout nèg l'église yo. So, merci d'esco monter sur link là, man. M'apprécie ça un peu. So, and for our French and Creole speaking guests, merci d'esco monter sur link là. Merci d'esco suivre TimeOut podcast avec Oli and Vens. Nous gen Nohelly dans building nan la, so ya la, Kevin la, fanatique le bon, 100%, 200%. So nous allons parler sport, nous allons parler basket, football et NFL pour une heure de temps. So, c'est toujours un plaisir. So, si vous avez monté avant que nous officiellement commencer, nous avons parlé de Miami Heat, spécialement Bam Adebayo. We were talking about Bam, like us thinking that he cannot be a number 1 guy. I said he can be a number 2, number 3, but apparently the Miami fan that's on the pod is saying he cannot even be a bench warmer.
We're paying him too much. He's getting paid too much money to be a bench warmer. I can't.
Well, listen. But okay, what is your issue? Like your real issue with Bam's play?
I would have liked his play if it was still 2012, 2013, 2014, I would have liked this play then because that like he would have been surrounded by other 20 and 10 guys, other 20 like guys who could get you a low scoring double. And a part of it's the Miami Heat too because we play slow, which works for us because it's always a grind out game. Like it's always going to be a low scoring game. We're always going to be playing extreme defense till the very end, and we're not going to get that many shots up because realistically, our shooting is not where I want it to be. Realistically, I'm not happy with the team. I'm gonna be so honest right now. I'm not happy. We draft a rookie center and he gets no minutes. We draft
Is
a
he
rookie
not hurt?
center. Yes, where is not getting any minutes, and he's supposed to help us with rebounding. Why
is he good enough though to do that? Can he take over? Est-ce qu'il me qu'a fait though?
He should he has flashes. The thing that gets on my nerves with Bam is he has so many flashes of like him showing that he could be in like there's Embiid, there's Jokic, and then there's Bam. And then the gap between him, Embiid, and Jokic is like this to me. Just because
I think there's a few bigs between Embiid and Bam.
Yeah, there's a few. That's where the gap is. You could fill in whoever in between that gap. You could put Anthony Davis in there.
I don't think it's whoever, but I think there are a few guys that can jump in.
Yeah, other upper echelon bigs, but I say all that to say Bam's near the bottom for me.
I don't think he's near the bottom.
He's near the bottom for me. Like I'm off. Like this is blasphemy. I know. How is he a Miami Heat fan? I'm off the Bam hype train until I see otherwise.
No. I get that. You being a Miami Heat, you're gonna be harder on Bam, just like I'm hard on AD.
Yep.
But
I've been seeing it for years. Especially with I hate Boston so much, so to watch us lose against Boston with Jimmy's knee bothering him and he can't play, and I have to see Bam be our number one option, and I'm just like,
yeah. I mean, I was rooting for you in that series, bro.
He's struggling. Like we can't even like. I live for the day Bam gets us a 40-point game where he's like,
what is Bam highest point game? What is his highest scoring game?
Ain't near 40. It ain't near 40. It ain't near 40.
Well, to get off Bam, because we've been going hard on Bam. Let's give Bam a minute.
Hard on Bam.
So, like we were saying before too, we were talking about D'Angelo's trade value. I don't know, man. I feel like
41 points, by the way, for Bam.
That's the highest, okay?
Yeah, that's the highest.
I mean, not bad. Low 40s, not bad.
I ain't see it since. I'm praying.
Yeah. For Zillow, I was kind of hoping I will see flashes of that Brooklyn D'Angelo in Los Angeles. I understand that he doesn't get the ball as much. Like he's not getting the touches that he was getting in Brooklyn with LeBron being there and AD being there. But I was hoping that he will be a solid third option for us. So far, I have not seen it. And I don't know Nohelly how you feel about that as a Laker fan, but
I'll say that I'm not a Lakers fan. I'm a LeBron fan.
Yeah, but you support the Lakers for LeBron.
I want the Lakers to do well, yes. But I would not call Lakers fan. Diehard Lakers fans would be offended.
Well, it's the case for me too, because the minute LeBron's retired, I don't care if Bron is out or not. I'm out. I'll
very true.
Yeah, the minute LeBron's retired, I will be a Luka fan.
Yeah, I'm trying to identify who's going to be my next favorite player. So as soon as LeBron announces his retirement, it's time to move on.
I have now with it to two players for me. It's either Luka or Giannis.
No,
so we got Mano in the building. Mano dodzi la men. Fek so dodzi nou ta pale de mse matin. So, but yeah, I've now with it to Luka and Giannis. But my issue is with Giannis or I don't feel like Giannis is playing to his full potential yet. I was saying that to past episodes. I don't think Giannis is near the caliber of a KD or a LeBron James. I don't think so. Silence. Silence.
I think I was like I said, I was watching UD and Mike Miller's podcast, and they said something that was like, that actually makes sense. They said that Giannis has yet to come back from an off season where you're like he's added an offensive move to his game. It's
Thank
always
you.
been the same thing as far as dominating with his speed and just like strength and stuff like that. No,
Thank
like that
you.
actually is the case. Like he's
Thank
been
you.
such a bad 3-point shooter for like his entire career. And
Horrible.
like bad free throw shooter. It's like,
Thank you. I
yeah.
feel like Giannis is gonna go down as a player, and God forgive me for saying that, like Shaq, just dominating the paint, but cannot really shoot the three. Or and the way the game has the way the game has turned, you have to be able to be a decent 3-point shooter to be extremely successful in this league. Or either you are surrounded by killer 3-pointer. I feel like that's the way it is now.
I feel like that's the way it's been for him, right? He's had shooters as teammates and stuff like that. And I'll say that, the whole thing about him not coming back was a different move has been since, he's become the Giannis that we know. Obviously, he wasn't this when he came into the league at 18, and he worked
No,
on his body, he improved or whatever. But since then, just like if Giannis developed a respectable three, bro, like
Giannis will be a
who's
killer.
stopping him?
Nobody can stop him. If he really does, man, this guy will be a killer. But for me, Luca, and I was talking to my best friend actually Friday night about this. Was it Friday? Either Friday or Thursday night. I was talking to Christo about this, and I was telling him, yo, Luca, like the European guys, whether it's Luca or Jokic, they play the game with so much nonchalance that when they get 30 or 40 and you're like, when did this happen? I don't know if you ever been. Ollie, you good?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm
Oh,
good.
you're good. Okay. It looked like you were frozen for a moment. So I don't know if you ever watch, because I went to watch Brooklyn versus Dallas live with my older brother, and the way Luka was playing, when I look at the stats, I was like, man, I've been sitting here. We've been sitting here. When did he get 30 something points? And that was before Kyrie. That was before Kyrie. So
Mhm.
you don't. This guy does so much on the field, and you don't even realize it. It's like Jokic. The way Jokic shoots, I'm like, bro, wow, why when I used to play, I was doing all that flashy stuff. It's like it's crazy, man.
Jokic will get flashy. Did Jokic and Luca do something that gets on my nerves? If I'm not rooting for them, they'll do a thing where you could play great defense on both of them for 23.9 seconds. They get a tiny little bit of room and they throw the most BS shots you will ever see in your life. And the
Oh
Okay.
ball
man.
doesn't touch the rim. It goes through the net and only through the net all the time. I saw Jokic do it to Anthony Davis when Anthony Davis was
Yo,
guarding him.
yo.
He couldn't play better defense. Jokic just goes, I'm gonna go on one leg, not two.
hmm
I'm gonna go on
hmm
one leg,
hmm
step out from the three, and I'm just gonna fling it from behind my head, and it's gonna go all in, all net.
All the way, nothing but net.
Nothing but net. And then
Listen.
Luca in the game against Minnesota this week, he just decides, yeah, I'm shooting this.
No,
I can't move. I'm too slow. You did a good job. I'm stopping here. I'm shooting this. It's going
bro,
in. It's it's so
that was the game I was watching when I told Christo that was the game.
it's
Do
so
yo
annoying. It's so,
telling
but
you,
it's
man.
so, I love seeing it, but it's like, man,
Yeah. But on another note, though, I saw something, you shared it with me, Ollie, and I saw it too on sideline source that says that it it looks like Braun might actually wait for Bryce.
Oh, LeBron fan in the building. Yeah, that's asked. I want to throw this to the LeBron disciple. Do you think he's staying for Bryce? Yes or no? I don't think so.
What is that? 2 years?
That's what I
Bryce
think.
has to be Bryce has to be good too. Like the
Mm-hmm.
way Bronny got into the league, Bryce isn't getting in the league the same way.
You think
Yeah.
so? You don't think so?
Mhm.
You don't think LeBron has the stock value to bring another kid like that in the league?
It don't matter because like there were rumors surrounding if Bronny gets drafted, LeBron's gonna try to get to the team that
Mm-hmm.
Bronny's
Mm-hmm.
drafted to. He's not doing that again, and he's gonna be older than he is now. So it's not gonna
Yeah.
like his value, even if he is LeBron James. If you're the owner of a team and you're really going to waste and it would be a waste. I'm just speculating, but it would be a waste of a pick. You'd have to waste a pick, and you'd have to make cap space and contract room for LeBron James, an older version of LeBron James at that,
But if
just so he
LeBron,
could play with his second son, who hasn't proven anything. Like at least to me, I said Bryce has had better potential than Bronny, but Bronny was good
they
before
said
like
that
the hard stuff.
a lot of people said that it was better than Bronny, even before Bronny had the heart surgery.
Bronny
And
averaged more than him in high school right now. Bronny was a better defender, better shooter.
Yeah.
they don't play the same position though.
No,
Bryce is a little taller.
he
Bryce
is.
is a
But
lot taller. Bryce is
I'm
like
not I'm
six
not
seven.
putting Bryce I'm not putting Bryce as a forward though. Like I'm putting him as a tall two, and Bronny is a two. He's definitely not a one. So
Nah, they need to.
I feel like
Ronnie
Bronny
said he
right
wants
now.
to play like Davion Mitchell. They need to stick him at the one. Let him play like Davion Mitchell.
mm,
Stick him at the one.
hopefully he
I
develops
feel
his
like
game.
Bronny can play defense. He's a good defender, but I have
Yes,
yet to see a good offensive showdown from him.
he'll definitely guard the opposing one, but like on offense, I don't see Bronny as a one yet. I feel like maybe if he develops his game in the G League enough, develop if he develops his court vision, like all the stuff that comes with being a one, then maybe. But right now, like when the Lakers put him in the game, that first game of the season, he looked lost on offense, absolutely lost. And I was just like, yeah, like he definitely needs the game time. So yeah,
Man, I
So
mean,
you think
we
Bryce is
we have to
better?
see how that season goes. How like at what level Bron is gonna play. Not Bronny, like LeBron is gonna play like at what level. If he can keep it going and see if he comes back for another year and play at a higher level and see if he will be able to wait for Bryce. But as of right now, I'm saying maybe I'm giving a 50-50. I'm giving it higher than that.
And I will say this too: if Bryce making it to the league hinges on how good Bronny is too. Because if Bronny as a player doesn't pan out, it doesn't matter. Like if
Oh, good
Bryce,
Bryce is.
yeah, like
Unless if I feel like if it's really really good, it will make it to the league on his own merit. He might not make it the way Bernie did as LeBron James' son, but he will make it on
No,
his
he
own
could
merit.
make it on merit if he's good. But if Bronny doesn't perform and Bryce doesn't improve, like if Bryce is barely at what Bronny was doing, or is barely better than Bronny, and Bronny doesn't end up panning out in the league, or he ends up rotting in the G League, then that's not gonna give any teams confidence to really draft him unless they scout him enough and they're like, okay, he's a draftable player. And if LeBron retires before Bryce fulfills his league aspirations, both Bronny and Bryce are on a time clock because you don't have LeBron being there to make any enforcements about keep him on the team or I'm coming to this team if he's there. Like LeBron, the power that LeBron would have if he was still playing if he retires doesn't matter.
I definitely believe that Bron is on a time clock if he doesn't improve in the G League. But besides
So what
that,
what's the time frame? Because he was drafted, he's a second round pick, drafted 55th. What's the time frame for Bronny to improve?
For me, it will be this year. He has to get a little bit better by the end of the season.
1 year?
I'm not saying he has to be great. I'm saying that he has to be a little bit better on offense by the end of the season. Like show a little bit of what you can be. I understand one is coming from a very critical surgery, but at least if you say you're a baller, that's what I'm saying. He should have stayed in college a little bit longer. I understand LeBron was on a time clock, but he should have stayed there maybe for another year.
He should have stayed in college. Yes.
Do you
But
think
I
he
also
gets
don't think
drafted in the next draft class?
I think he should have done that. I really think so.
I think that Bronny has shown flashes. He's shown that he has like the intangibles and that he can develop his game. I don't think that the time is 1 year. I think that's extremely short.
1 year,
but I think he
insane.
does have
Even by
like
the end of the year.
I think he has till the end of the contract that he just signed.
And he
I think
signed
it was
like
like what?
year.
That's
It was 2 years. I thought it was 4.
4?
I don't know. To be honest, but
I definitely hope he gets better and he can show improvement a little bit, because one thing is, if like let's say, this is how I'm thinking about it. You both play 2K. Let's say right now Bronny's overall is a 72. I'm hoping,
He signed a 4-year.
Okay, I'm hoping by the end of this year is increased to at least a 74, 76. And then as he goes, before, like when it gets to 4 year, maybe he can be an 80. That's what I'm hoping for him. I'm not saying
that's right now. You don't understand the jump you asking for.
I don't watch the G League, so honestly, I probably don't. I cannot
75, because it's not like Bronny's gonna go to the G League and they're just gonna center the G League team offense around him and he's gonna get the ball. He's gonna have a very similar role to what he was on the Lakers, to what he was in college in the G League.
Okay, I understand now, because and that's my mistake for not asking more, because I don't watch the G League. But I really thought him going to the G League meant it will automatically be a starter.
There's a lot of players who get demoted to the G League, and depending on how they play, they either do well in the G League and they become a starter just because of their merit and how they're playing, or they go from G League team to G League team to G League team to G League team. Doesn't matter how well they're playing.
So that's
what
an
NBA contract.
That's what happened with the second ball boy there.
But his was because of his off the court issue.
LiAngelo?
Yeah, he's talking about LiAngelo. The Hornets did him so wrong. Every time media day would come around, they'd be like, LiAngelo signs a 1-year deal with the Hornets team, and he's in media day taking pictures. And then I open my phone, I see the update: LiAngelo demoted to G League team, and then you never hear from him again.
But was he? And either of you guys have ever seen him play?
His shooting was at an NBA level. Everything else, no.
Okay. All right. So I guess I want to move a little bit to the other topic, because we have a few things to discuss. I don't want to keep dwelling on certain things. I want to talk about KD saying that we will not get a statue. I'm gonna let you guys go first, because I have a lot to say. So I'm gonna let you guys go first.
I agree with him. I think he won't, because of the way things ended with OKC. That was an ugly departure. Does he deserve a statue with that franchise? I'd say probably, but will he get one? I don't think so. I think that the Warriors. I see the Warriors giving Steph, Clay, and Dre a statue. Right? And like, I can't say that they don't like I can't say that they win these like the 2 championships without him. Like finals MVP for a reason. But because his time there was like so short and the team was already so good, it's just like I feel like getting a statue not only depends on your performance, but your impact on that city, right? Like D Wade. D Wade is Miami. I wouldn't be surprised if Miami gave UD a statue because of his impact. Like Braun with the Cavs, even though his departure was ugly, I feel like if he didn't go for that second stint and win them a chip, he would not be getting a statue. So it's just like, yeah. I mean, he's for sure not getting a statue from the Nets. So it'll depend on what he does with the Suns. So I'll say that. Yeah.
All right, Ollie.
That is the weakest move I've ever seen from a superstar. Plain and simple. That's just how I look at it.
Who went on YouTube?
The weakest move ever seen from a superstar. He joined the team that beat him. I respect his honesty. He gets no sympathy from me. I don't care. He deserves no statue. He could get a jersey retired, but no statue. No statue. The way he left Oklahoma City was worse than the way Braun left. Than the way Braun left Cleveland. It almost came off as if he was like, you know how somebody's like pretending to be sad, like oh I know I'm not gonna get a statue, but they're secretly hoping they get a statue. That's the vibe I got from KD. Like he throwing it out there, like like I know what it takes to get a statue. Like I know certain guys, they do this and that to get a statue. I haven't done that stuff, but if a team really likes me like that and appreciates what I've done for them as a player, they'll give me a statue. Like the Golden State thing is interesting because he has a Finals MVP for playing for them, but it's almost as if it's like we didn't need you. You joined us. You needed us, and because
that's what Dre said to him, which was crazy.
Like,
that was a crazy thing to say.
The reason you have that MVP, you're great, but we helped you be great.
Like, he has two MVPs.
Yeah,
2 Finals MVPs.
But, and he still doesn't get the even you could even say him leaving Golden State wasn't like they didn't leave on good terms. He didn't. What team has he left on good terms?
That's $1 million question.
They imploded. James Harden left. Kyrie was in the news more than he was on the court. Then they made a trade for Ben Simmons, and then KD's shoe size was too big, and it was just what went well for them. They didn't even play together on the court that much. They had a shocking amount of minutes. I think I remember it was like they had less than 18 minutes shared on the court together. The three of them, and they're like, this big three is gonna kill the league, and they're gonna do all these great things. Both of them were like James Harden was injured, Kyrie ended up getting injured, KD was left by himself. They went nowhere. And then they had Steve Nash as a coach, and Kyrie's like, oh well, there's not really a coach on this team, because we're all guys who know how to play and have experience, and the teams don't exist.
There was a lot of off the court stuff going on as well. So
where is he gonna get it? Yeah, where is he gonna get it? Maybe only where I see OKC giving him a statue is if it's like if they look past him leaving and they're like, oh, this is technically a homegrown player because he was drafted for Seattle. So it's like, oh, this is a homegrown player from our Seattle days, and he's done so many things as a Thunder when he played for us. Dude, we'll give him a statue because he's one of our greatest players to ever play for the organization, and this, that, and that. It's not happening. I don't think it's happening.
Well,
but like my guy Stephen A. Smith said,
Stephen A., The news again coming in moments ago. Kevin Durant
I'll just
heading
let it
to
play.
the Golden State Warriors. How are you viewing this move?
I just have to remind everybody what he did.
I'm viewing that as the weakest move I've ever seen from a superstar. Plain
Well, he recently called Stephen a clown, so
you can call him a clown. You could say you don't like him. He wasn't wrong in that day.
But in my opinion, man, I feel like KD asking to get him saying he's not gonna get a statue. Ollie, you said that it's him like kind of subtly asking for one. I think he should keep saying that until it get into his head that he's not gonna get a statue. Because the way KD left OKC, there's no way. Somebody mentioned getting his jersey retired. I don't even want that from OKC from him. Because how you left to go to the team that beat us. We were leading 3-1 and we got beat by that team. And next season, like the very next, and that freaking summer, you left to go there and you expect something from me? Nah, you're not getting that. And as far as Golden State was never KD's team. It was always Curry, Dre, and Clay's team. So you ain't getting nothing from there. As Brooklyn, you said he didn't live on bad term. I don't know what bad term is if that wasn't bad term. He's not supposed to get anything from the Barclays either. Nada. Well, as far as Phoenix, we all know if he finds something better, he's going to live the same way he always does. So, KD, enjoy your 2 MVPs. Enjoy your 2 rings. Enjoy your league MVP. You ain't getting no statue, and you probably not getting your jersey retired. Hi, okay, my boy, my boy Alcindor just said, Marv, my guy, Bron been doing the same. Bron never left a team that was to go to a team that was leading 3-1 against
LeBron
him.
disciple in me is coming out.
Never. Yeah, Bron been moving from team to team. And as a Bron fan, I don't want the hit to give a Bron a statue. But
he deserves one.
Huh?
He deserves one.
I don't think he does.
He deserves one.
Yes, he
deserves his jersey retired by the Heat.
Yes, get his jersey retired by the Heat. But
we don't win without Bron.
Huh?
For sure.
You don't win without
for sure. You don't win without him. But Miami was always Wade and Haslam City. Bron and Bosh were outsiders that came in and help you guys do something. Cleveland should give LeBron a statue, but I don't think the Heat should.
Yeah, easily. He could have 2 statues in 2 different. He could have a statue.
Yo, I don't think Ollie.
Am I the only person who remembers prime LeBron James in a Heat uniform?
Yo, Ollie, can you see the comments?
No,
you can, right? Alcindor, I think Alcindor lives in Miami. I don't know. Alcindor, are you a Heat fan? He's a LeBron hater.
He can't be a Heat fan.
LOL. He deserves what? He asked you.
I think Bron's gonna get his jersey retired by all 3 teams.
All the teams, yeah, that he does. He can get his jersey
retired.
I don't even think Bron deserves a statue in LA. I don't think so. I don't think.
No,
I don't think so.
Not yet, at least. Not
yet. Definitely not yet.
He might. They don't love him like that, but he might because
he's a Heat fan just like you. He's a Heat fan just like you. He's a Heat fan just like you.
I mean, the Heat fan that don't like LeBron James is crazy to me. Because we don't win without LeBron James on those teams.
Bro, listen.
I
don't know. I said, are you able to hop on? I can send you the link. But because I don't know. I think one deserves a statue in Cleveland and that's set. Because I don't think statues should just be handed like that just because of it.
They shouldn't.
Like I said, I think it's two things that go into it. Like obviously your contributions to the team on the court, but also your impact off the court. Like the latter, I don't consider LeBron like
I don't think
to fall into that category
Miami.
For the Heat. Yeah. Like
I don't think
he's one of the best players in Miami Heat history.
I don't think he impacted Miami like that. And I don't think that okay, Alcindor, let me add Alcindor just for a moment. How can I share that link? Yo, send your email, bro. Send your email and I'll send you the link. I don't think okay, I can do it like that. I don't think Bron impacted Miami.
I'd give Bosh a statue before I give LeBron a statue if I'm the Heat.
That's insane.
That is my take.
That
not saying that Bosh deserves one from the Heat. Like, I don't think either of them should. But I would.
Before LeBron is
I would. If Bosh doesn't have that blood clot, he becomes like.
So at that point, we're rewarding like loyalty. So the
Ollie, I was telling you that the other day, though.
Type assembled.
Kind of.
I was telling you, Bosh would have been. I think Bosh would have been a hit if he was still, if he was healthy. I think he would still be a. It will still be a.
I think he would have retired with the Heat, or maybe like signed a 10-day with the Raptors. But like, yeah.
Bosh a statue before LeBron. No.
I don't think either of them should get a statue.
Because if you take LeBron off those teams, there's not a single championship.
Oh, I agree.
In that era. I can't like that alone. Statue, and then the stuff he was doing.
But I feel like
stuff he was doing.
I don't know how to say that.
The series against Boston.
But listen, Ollie, I think you have to be the heart of the city too. Like, you got Wade in Miami. Yes, he deserves it because Wade was like the heart of the city. I think same goes with Kobe and the Lakers. But when it comes to Bron in Miami, yo, Bron was in Miami and people were saying Miami's Wade County.
It is Wade County.
Okay, so
he got his statue already.
Yes, but I'm saying I don't think the Heat should give out another one to Bosh and Bron. Yes, Bosh done did a lot, but he didn't do enough over there to get a statue.
No. Bosh doesn't.
Because Jersey retired, that's fine. He was champion twice, and he had his imprint on the championships. They both can get their jersey retired. But as far as statue, I think statue is another level. For example, I think
Bron's the only exception. For me, Bron's the only exception. He can
for me, I think, for example, when it comes to statue, I think Vince Carter can get his statue in Toronto.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. That's valid.
Okay. My boy is here. We got another hit fan in the building. another big LeBron hater.
That doesn't make sense to me. That makes no sense to me.
Yo, what's good, man? So guys, this is my classmate. This is my classmate. We went to school together. Dude is a huge LeBron hater.
I don't know how.
Yo, legitimate. What's up, man? How you doing?
What's up?
So that's I'll say though, that's my cousin Olivier, Ollie. And that's my little sister, Nohelly.
Hey, Nohelly, what's up?
Yo, you cannot compare LeBron and KD, bro. When it comes to those moves, I'll say though, you can't, bro.
Well, listen, man. Listen, who started it all? That's my question.
They were doing it before.
It wasn't LeBron.
Nah,
it wasn't LeBron.
Not like that, but.
They did it before Bron, man.
I know you guys are gonna say something about the Boston Celtics with the move they made in 2008 with Garnett, but they were old though. They were in their 30s and stuff. You know.
Okay, go ahead.
With one, it was a young one, a young D-Wade, and a young Chris Bosh. On top of that, they had Mike Miller. Mike Miller was a killer. They had a bunch of other good pieces. And he did the same in Cleveland after he left the Heat, and the same in Lakers. So that's what he does, man. That's his resume.
So going to Cleveland, bringing Cleveland to a championship on his own by himself.
By himself.
Oh, I'm not saying okay. Not saying bringing the championship, bringing Cleveland to the finals after Kyrie left by himself.
I respect that. That's one of the best performance I've ever seen. And like I said, man, you guys think that I'm a big LeBron hater. I'm not. I'm grateful.
I just call you that too.
2 championships, But man, this guy, man, he be pissing me off, man, like crazy, bro.
I know you're not a LeBron hater. I just call you that to mess with you.
But anyway, man,
it did not start with LeBron. It started, if I can even say that, I think the Bulls, Jordan's Bulls, they went to get Rodman.
Only 1 piece, though. One always getting like 2 or 3 pieces.
How many pieces Bron got?
Wow.
When he went to Cleveland, Kyrie was already there. I think he only bought
Kyrie was already there. They got J.R. Smith and Iman Shumpert off a trade.
Okay.
Yeah. Tristan Thompson was already there.
This is what I remember. From what I remembered, he got there. He traded all the young pieces. He left only Dion Waiters and Kyrie Irving. I don't know what his beef was with Waiters. Then he traded him afterward, and then he got K-Love. And Shump and JR, they came like a while after. Like I think it was in the middle of the season.
Yeah,
they made a trade for them. Exactly. So that's
he didn't make that trade for the season.
Well, that's him. That's him. That's my thing, man. I hate when people when they're always sacrificing young cause. Like for instance, KD did a bitch move, like a real bitch move. There is no way around it. But it was the only piece that went to the Warriors. That's him. It didn't change anything. The Warriors they were like a young core. They were
73-9.
They won 73 games. What more did they do?
Like I said, KD made a bench move. I say that. He doesn't deserve shit.
He doesn't deserve any statue from anywhere.
But don't act like one wasn't doing it too.
No, he wasn't.
One did not do it like that, bro.
That's like LeBron saying LeBron going every team that LeBron went to was not better before he got there.
No, let me put it that way. Bron went to the Heat. After Bron left, the Heat were not like power playoff team. If they made it to the playoff, they didn't go.
I love that you say that.
When he left Cleveland, hold on. When he left Cleveland did not even make it to the playoff after. I don't think they did. So, but KD, the Golden State won after KD left. How many Bron team won after he left? None.
Great argument. But those teams that Bron had, they were designed specifically for him. That's one thing that you guys need to talk about.
They were designed for D-Wade too, because D-Wade was a slash on the team.
Well, D-Wade had to step back.
Let me tell you this.
That's why they didn't win in 2011.
They didn't win in 2011 because LeBron played bad, not because D-Wade wasn't giving him the keys.
Okay. I remember after 2011, D-Wade said he had to step back and said, "LeBron, that's your team. You can take it, whatever." Exactly, because they were
that's not why they lost in 2011.
Huh?
That's not why they lost.
That's not why they lost in 2011.
That's one of the reasons why.
I think they lost in 2011 because Dirk wanted it more.
Yeah, true.
And
LeBron played bad.
Yeah, one played very bad.
Yeah,
terrible.
D-Wade was actually the best player on the Heat during those that series.
Yes, he was.
That's one of the reasons why I hate him, man, to this day.
Okay.
Well, he got y'all 2 chips after that.
Yeah.
What's to hate?
I can't hit on that. And before he came to Miami, D-Wade was suffering with knee injuries, and they were talking about, D-Wade is exiting his prime. He can't stay healthy. He has knee inflammation. And then before he came to Cleveland, Kyrie Irving was a great player. he was getting all these achievements, and the team was going nowhere. So when you say LeBron goes to Cleveland and he trades half the young core anyway, what was that young core gonna do? What were they gonna do?
Wiggins was not, because I remember Wiggins went to Minnesota because they traded him there for Love. When Butler,
and he was averaging 22 and 44%, and they clowned him because he was inefficient and didn't
when
develop.
Butler went there, Butler could not play with him because Butler was like, dude is so soft.
It was actually, but they were young though. They were young. Man, look, we got a bunch of teams that like take patience with their young core, and they do great after. Look at that OKC team. Look at Minnesota right now. We got a bunch of them.
They kept them.
but let me tell you this though. Do you think that OKC team will go like far in the finals, or not the finals, in the playoff, or even get to a finals without a solid veteran?
They might. No, they might not. I believe in the power of veterans. I believe in the power of the vet, and that's one thing that the league is lacking right now.
They got solid vets. They got Caruso.
You think Caruso's a solid vet? You call Caruso a veteran?
He's a vet. I'll call him a vet right now.
Caruso's a vet. Wow.
I'll call him a vet right now.
What I consider vet, well, you might be different, Noah. But why the people that are considered veteran are people that have like 9 years, 10 years solid in the league.
Yeah.
Oh, Caruso
like a Dame or Westbrook.
Okay, I'm glad you got in Westbrook. That's another topic.
Well, I hate this guy, bro.
But he's shooting. That was an early topic. Ali told me to add like Westbrook push shooting on the list of topics to talk.
Oh my gosh, bro. This has been going on like crazy. But man, he has energy like crazy, man. But I don't get how his shooting is getting worse each time, bro.
So that night he put up 22 points this week. Was any of you guys watching the game?
I wasn't watching it, but I already played really well.
You put up 23 on what percentage, Ollie, if you know?
I didn't watch the game.
As
far as his percentages, I only know that he, as of right now, he has the worst shooting percentage in the league.
Wow.
It was 5 for 12.
5 for 12. That's like almost 50%. That was almost 50.
That's below 50.
Below 50.
Yeah. That's not bad shooting though.
And even with that, is averaging the worst shooting right now.
It was at 23 point something at the time when I had seen the report on it, and it was. And so I laugh at that because they were showing clips of him in the summertime working out with his trainers on catch and shoot threes.
Mm-hmm.
First play I see him do in the regular season, catch and shoot three, top of the key, air ball.
Can't trust those training videos. They'll have you believe Ben Simmons is the best player in the league.
Man, Ben Simmons.
Don't get me started on that guy, man. You see how Alcindor just said he hates Westbrook?
Wow.
To me,
wow.
this is one rookie of the year. Not only that rookie of the year for me,
that was D. Mitchell.
Crazy should not have gotten it.
That was Donovan Mitchell rookie.
That was
But for me, this is one rookie of the year that will have his career be like I cannot even find the word to say how bad this guy's career will be.
Well, since that crap he did on Trae Young, man, that play when you instead of dunking it, well, I have beef with him, bro. I'm gonna fight this guy, bro. For the love of basketball, man.
For the love of basketball is crazy.
He
could miss a couple more games.
I said I played basketball in high school. We all played. So
yeah, we did. Yeah.
Actually, when it comes to Ben Simmons, remember in previous episodes I was telling you, Ollie, I feel like Ben Simmons is the type of player right now. When he sees a basketball, he feels like running. But since that's how he's making his money, he has to play. I truly believe that if Ben Simmons had another alternative, he will do it instead of playing basketball. But to me, it's like
you can finish talking.
The guy's already a millionaire. He already has his money. I think he should just go, man. Just go. Because I feel like the injury he had in the Sixers was so hard on him that right now, anytime he thinks, even slightly thinks about the possibility of getting injured again, it's like, man, I don't want to be doing this. And he plays like it.
That's a good point. But my take on that, I've heard people talking about him, people from his college days, people from the Australian team. They said that he's a bad person, man, as a whole. Like he had an issue with commitment. He has an issue with a bunch of other stuff, man. Because he committed to the Australian team many times, and then at the far end, he just pulled back. He's been doing that. That's just him. So if you see his demeanor after what he did with the Sixers, so he didn't take the blame. He was blaming everybody else but himself. So I think the guy is just an egomaniac. So he think that people should treat him better or whatever. Well, they have the same Phillies fans. They have the same issues with Embiid, but Embiid took it as a goal, and now they love him over there. So
I'll say this: I live in Philly. I live in Philly, and Philly fans are very passionate. You've got to be mentally strong to thrive in a city like Philly. Like Maxie, he has a great approach to it. He was on a podcast and he was like, they're just passionate at the end of the day. Like they'll come up to me on the streets and be like, "Yo, Maxie, you gotta improve your mid range," like stuff like that. Philly fans are just passionate, right? But then I don't know. With Ben Simmons, I feel like it's a lot on the mental side of it.
Yes.
It's a lot on the mental. Like I watched a play the other day where someone threw him an alley-oop and he went up for it. Instead of just dunking the ball, he tipped it to his teammate.
He passed the ball. Yeah,
I feel like it's a lot on the mental side.
I don't know if you guys saw that game when Kyrie was like, "Shoot it, man, shoot it."
So quickly.
I know the play you're talking about.
Sorry, guys. So quickly for viewers, we're gonna go a little bit.
But no lie. When they traded James Harden for him, I thought that the Brooklyn Nets was gonna be scary because I said that they wouldn't need him to be scoring, because they already have KD and Kyrie, and he's a great facilitator. So I was very hopeful that they were gonna be a great team, but hey, his mental. Oh man, his mental is trash.
All right.
In the games that he plays well in, like it's as long as they don't need him to be a person who, at this point in his career, he could be a Draymond Green type of player where he just has
words. I agree.
Just get us 4 points, 10 assists, 5 steals, 2 blocks. That's a great game for Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons can get 30 assists a game. He has a great court vision, man. And he's a point forward.
Yeah. Just tell him, hey, play defense. Don't worry about scoring. We don't care.
When it comes to Ben, before I make my point, I just want to say to our viewers, we're gonna go a little bit above the hour mark because we have 4 people and a lot of things to talk about. We're just gonna go a little bit above it. So, when it comes to Ben, one thing, when I went to watch that Brooklyn game with my brother, one thing my brother was saying was like, if he was a coach, he will play Ben as a center, and then let him like facilitate the offense, because having him play as a point for him and having like a big was for, I guess my brother thought that as a center, since he's like 6'8", 6'9",
6'11". I think he's 6'11".
He's
6'11".
Yeah.
He can, because being a center, I guess I'm just thinking like my brother's I'm trying to think like his what you call it, his way of thinking. Probably like how people don't really expect a lot as a center as they do for guards, unless you're Shaq or unless you're like, so probably with that will relieve some pressure from him to have to shoot the ball. Because if you like playing under the basket, you can just go out and do it. But if you play as a guard,
that's what the Nets are doing right now.
yeah,
I feel
that's
like
what I was gonna say.
they
I see
haven't
that.
started him and Claxton together.
No.
Because they're
clogs the
two
paint.
non-shooters.
Yeah.
In this day and age, you can't have two non-shooters on the floor clogging the paint.
Who's the Nets coach now?
I don't know him. I don't know his name.
They fired Jack Vaughn, so I don't know who the coach is.
Yeah, they fired Jack.
They fired Jack.
Probably figure that out.
But that's
I'm confusing him for JB Bickerstaff, but I'm pretty sure JB Bickerstaff coaches the Pistons.
The Pistons, yeah.
Oh, so how you feel about your Pistons,
Jordy
bro?
Fernandez.
Oh, Ali.
I don't know Jordy's coaching history. Jordy Fernandez.
I don't know this guy. I don't know who he is.
I don't know his coaching history like that.
Ali, you were high on the Pistons first episode. How you feel so far about them? Are they like living to the hype?
They're showing more flashes than they did last season, but they're not necessarily playing
the way you hoped.
They're not playing the way I hoped yet. Cade Cunningham is still the best player on that team. Jaden Ivey took a leap because he's finally getting minutes and he's finally being put in a position where he's told, hey, you can score, you can look to score, look to be aggressive. You're not competing for a spot with a player that's worse than you on the team. The team is still, I don't know. It's like they show so many great flashes when you watch them play in certain possessions where they're moving the ball, the players are moving well, the guards are setting screens for everybody, and they look very disciplined because that's a JB Bickerstaff team. It's very like, and then for some reason I don't know.
I'll say
they just lose. They just can't close games. They just can't finish. But it's not like you look at the team and you're like they're playing terrible basketball. Then they'll be down 20. No, they might be down like 15, and then they cut it to 10, and then timeout is called. Then they regroup, and then they cut the lead down, and it becomes a nice fight till the end, and then they lose steam. They're better than
when I saw you say that on the episode, I was like, I'm with that. I was also looking at their roster. I was like, they can actually make a little bit of noise in the East. But I was saying that, it takes time. It takes time. Like, because if a team is so accustomed to losing, building winning habits, winning habits take time. Like, maintaining those habits throughout the entirety of a game, learning how to close out games, that takes time. So I'll say that I'm still optimistic with the Pistons. I can't judge them right now because it's too early in the season, but I do feel like they can build those habits. They can become a team that learn how to win.
Okay. I have a lot of faith in JB Bickerstaff as a coach.
So, since we have like 4 former guys who play basketball here, I'm not gonna really go into football like NFL and soccer. So another major thing that I wanted to discuss today when it comes to basketball is a lot of people feel like they should have a final between the NBA champion and the rest of the world champion. Decide the champion of the world. How do you guys feel about that?
More basketball for me to watch. I'm with it.
I agree with that 100% for the love of the game. For the love of the game.
Okay, so besides more basketball, love of the game, guys, can you bring some more points?
Okay. I'll give you a real reason. So I watch a little bit of EuroLeague every now and then. I like the way that they play. It's very, like we said with the Europeans, like with Luka, with Jokic, you see that in a lot of the players because the coaches have a lot of agency and just the way that they learn to play basketball over there, it's very technical. They're not relying on their talent first. They're relying on their skills first.
Exactly.
So
I
let me
want to
ask you
see that go against a team from the United States in the same way that in soccer you'll have these different teams from different leagues. They'll win in that league and then they'll play each other. I want to see that for basketball because I think, one, it could grow the game. Two, if they really think they're that good and they really think that like they could challenge the United States in that way, and we just send our best against their best and we beat them, then that says something about the United States. It could grow the NBA even more than it already is happening now. And that competition will also force other leagues around the world to get better. You got a league in Puerto Rico that's professional. You got the CBA after the Euro League that's professional. You got the Australian League where LaMelo played before he got drafted. That's professional. So if
The whole league is good
you
too.
do that,
Mm.
it would kind of wake everybody up to get better, and it creates a path more than just the NBA if the competition matches the NBA, like they say that it can.
So the way they do it in soccer, because I watch a lot of soccer, they take the top 3 of every major championship going on, and then they created the Champions League. Will you rather they do like a Champions League and crown that person the champion of the world on top of them winning whatever they won in their league? Or would you want that they take the champion of, like, let's say the USA champion versus the Australian champion versus the Spain champion, etc., etc.? Or what do you think will be best? And like, we know it's not really what we say here, they're not gonna take into account. We're just talking about like as for basketball fans.
I'd want to see them do the purely because it would be new. So don't throw all the top 3 teams, because then you also got to think too. There's not everybody's playing on the same time, around the same time, in the same system in each of their leagues. So the more teams that you include, the more you're going to have to change the structure of those other leagues, because the penultimate event is going to be that final thing.
Yeah, definitely.
So
and that's what will bring
I'd
more
rather
money.
have them have each champion, like, and if they're just starting out, since the EuroLeague people are talking shit, have it be NBA versus EuroLeague. The
Yeah, they
team,
can do that. Yeah.
what was it? Panathinaikos, have them go against Boston.
Okay.
Have them go against Boston in a best of 7 or best of 5. Make it
Could
matter.
be best of 3. Could be best of 3.
Best of 3.
Yeah, I think it can be best of 3. Just to keep it a little bit shorter. I think so.
Yeah, best of 3. Best of 3 would work too. But you do that, and then you stress the importance of like whoever wins this game, because these are supposed to be the 2 best leagues of basketball in the world. Whoever wins this game, they are the champions of
the world.
Like, that team is champions of the world. And then if the other leagues, if it expands and the other leagues want to get involved, then it's like, it just increases competition everywhere for the leagues that want to join and for the leagues who think they could compete. Because you have to be good to beat a USA team. You have to be good to play a EuroLeague team. You have to be good to play a team in the CBA. And it's like, I just see it like it forces everybody to get better.
I remember Lucas said something, man, when he got drafted. He said that the NBA is easier than playing in Europe. What's you guys' thoughts on that?
I'll let Nohelly answer that question.
I think like I've heard mixed reviews from different people who have played in Europe. Like the rookie who was just drafted the other day was like, he was basically a star in Europe, and now he's just an average guy in the NBA.
Lisache?
Yeah, he was the #1 pick this past draft.
What team he play? Yo, you know
French,
that
right?
draft has been so
He is French.
money centered. I don't know anybody else.
I know you think Bronny was the #1 pick.
Wow, everybody everywhere they're talking about him, man. I'm tired of that, bro. That's why I don't watch the NBA this season, man. There's too much
He
on
in the
the
he in the
Lakers.
G League now. You can watch it
You
again.
can exactly. He's in the G League. You can watch it. It's not burning.
Oh, they
There's no
said it on
burning.
the. Okay, God bless.
They sending him to the G League.
God bless. He's a good kid. He got skills, man. But no lie,
So
not
who's that number one pick though, Nohelly? What team he
Zach,
plays for?
he plays for the Hawks.
yeah.
Oh,
He's
the
playing for
Hawks. Okay.
Atlanta. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a
I didn't get a
center.
chance to watch the Hawks yet.
Yeah, he's a center, man. I saw some of his films. He got skills.
This he's shown flashes of being worthy of a number one pick. I feel like this draft class is just the perfect draft class for role players though. So
I like Zach
yeah.
Ivy though.
Zach
I
Ivy is
like Zach
good.
Ivy.
Zach Ivy is good.
I like
Zach
Zach
Ivy is
Ivy.
good, and this guy
From Memphis?
Yeah.
Memphis, yeah. The
I
guy
caught a
that
couple of his games in college. I thought he was gonna be fine.
he good,
They were talking so
he
bad
good,
about him, about how he was gonna drop in the
he good.
draft because he can't do this, he
You
can't do
know,
he can't do
you
this.
know who else is good? That kid they drafted in Minnesota. Yeah, point guard. Forgot his name,
I
bro.
know he was talking about.
I know who you're talking about.
Yo, you know who's good? That kid in Phoenix, that number 0.
He's
Yeah,
a
What?
great role player.
yeah.
Great wolf.
He's right now he's a great role player.
There's a kid in Charlotte too. I think his last name is Maine. He's playing pretty
Terrence
good this
Mann, he's
year.
not a rookie
Terrence,
though.
He's
He's
nah,
pretty
very
good.
nice. No, he's not a
He's
rookie. He used
nice.
to play for
Yo,
he
OKC.
he nice though.
He
He's
What,
nice.
reminds me of Iverson. Yo,
He look
bro?
same style.
he looked like a modern day Iverson. Yes.
Iverson, yeah.
Trey Man is nice.
So for the rookies that I've seen the Phoenix kid, I've seen Kenneth, I've seen Bronny, and
Bonnie, come on, man.
well,
Do
he's a
better.
rookie, isn't he?
Do better.
I'm saying the
Do
rookies
better,
that I've
bro.
seen. And for me, that kid that plays with the number 0 in Phoenix, kid has no fear.
I'll check him out.
I like him, and I think it's a perfect match for Phoenix. I hope he stays he gets a little bit better, but so far that's what they needed for Phoenix. When what you were saying, Ollie, when they got KD, they needed those type of players. And Phoenix actually has a great point guard too. We were talking about that in the past episode. That kid doesn't need to put 20 a night or 15 a night. He just need to be able to distribute the ball, and he's doing it good. I don't know where they got him.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
I don't know
He came
where they
from
got him.
Washington.
From
So
Washington?
He was in
yeah.
DC? Who was that?
He was on Memphis. Tyus Jones, he played for Memphis.
Oh, Tyrese
Went
Jones.
to
Yeah, he
Washington.
good. Yeah,
He decided to sign. Yeah, he decided to sign with Phoenix for less money than he would have gotten elsewhere. He's a very solid point guard.
He's a
This
very
is the
solid point guard.
perfect fit. The perfect fit for Phoenix.
Yeah, he
Yes.
was back up
Yes.
to Ja Morant. Yeah, he's good.
Yes.
Light
Yes.
skin
I
kid.
forgot he
he's
played
really
for
good.
them.
And I feel like with him at the point, Phoenix can be very good. A very good playoff team.
You guys didn't watch when they were playing in Duke. Him, I think him. I have my boy Justice Winslow, Jai Lukafor. When they were in Duke, yo, that team was quick.
I don't really watch college ball. That's something I should probably get into more. Last time I watched college ball was Zion playing in March Madness.
Well, I hated that, man. That was abuse. That was.
There's a new kid in Duke who's playing. No, is it Duke? No, North Carolina. Not Cooper Flag. I'm thinking Cooper Flag, but the other one. He played for UNC. He played for UNC. He from New York. He's nice. He's very.
You say he's playing good for USC?
Not USC. UNC. North Carolina.
North Carolina.
He's so nice.
I'll check him out. What's his number?
I think it's I got it. Hold on.
What's his jersey? Yeah.
I'll check. But I feel like overall, it's gonna be a very, very, very beautiful season, and a lot. Expect the unexpected.
Yeah, the Heat's gonna win it.
Who's gonna win it? The Heat.
Ollie will not agree with you, bro.
So I see we have a realistic
Yeah,
fan
I'm a
on here
realist.
and a
Let me tell you
Yeah, I'm
something,
and a
a
guys.
realist.
delusional one.
Okay. Let me tell you something, guys. Every year, like they put my heat down, bro, and
I
they
don't put the
always
Heat down.
find a way to go to the final.
Nah,
That's a lot.
just make sure you get Butler to the play-ins.
That's all. Yo, I don't like the way Pat Riley is doing that. They never go after like a championship caliber talent. Because Butler is good. He's a superstar, but he's not a KD. He's not a LeBron. You know, he's great. But I don't know if you guys notice that during the season he doesn't play that much at all. He keep on passing the ball and stuff like that. But when he gets to playoff time, he does everything for the team.
Yeah,
Because Butler's knees are not what they were before.
yeah.
And he doesn't want to put that stress on his knees in the regular season unless he has to. But when he gets to the playoff, he needs that ring. He wants that ring. So he's like,
He'll do everything in his power.
excuse my French, fuck them knees. I'm gonna go get my ring.
But you saw what happened last year, man. He got to the playoff, just got to the playoff, and he got injured, and then shoot.
Yeah,
But
I think
you
there was
guys used
games
to believe
last
so
season.
much in Tyler Hero. I have
I
not heard a
fucking hate this
peep
guy.
from Hit fans about Tyler
Excuse my
Hero.
language. Sorry about that, but I hate this guy, bro. He's overrated, man.
Wow.
Really
I don't think
overrated.
so. I
You
don't
don't
think
think
he's
he's overrated?
overrated. I think he was always what he is, but you guys had so much hope.
No, well, if he played a solid rookie season, I'll say. He had a solid rookie season, but he never go. He never go for that, man. He still say the same guy.
He had a
You
good
know,
6-man. He was a good 6-man.
he was, yeah. I'll give him that too. But
And
yo, those ladies in Miami, man, they mess him up.
yeah,
He got smoked, man.
So
He got smoked.
so
I still like him better than Duncan Robinson. I don't want to see Duncan Robinson on the roster no
that's
more.
the other
If
guy
you
you
think
guys were
if you think
hyping.
I'm hard on
What's
Bam,
up, beef with Jimmy Neutron, man?
if you think I'm hard on Bam, you haven't seen the.
Well, I'm
I
hard
want
on Bam,
Duncan
man.
Robinson gone.
I think Bam is lacking offense, man, and I don't know, man.
There you have it.
Yeah, we have a bunch of guys. They play really hard, and one thing I love about the E2, man, I don't know who's doing scouting for him. They always find those talents will like nowhere, man.
I need those talents
Nowhere.
to get minutes. I need to see Duncan Robinson off the roster, and I need to see some talents from the G League get that phone call like, "Hey, welcome to the team. We start Monday." That's what I need them to do because I'm sick and tired of watching Duncan Robinson get paid all this money, and then come playoff time, he's sitting on the bench, and then you hear he's out of the rotation because he can't do anything to help the team win except for shoot. And then even when he's up there to shoot, he be missing. So it's like.
No lie though. Last year he played solid. I'll say
Solid for him, but they paid him. They paid him money.
yeah, a
He
lot of
got
money, man.
paid.
So
And if you get it's a certain amount of money you getting paid. If I hear you out of the rotation, I was never after the bubble. I was off of Duncan Robinson because I warned everybody. I was like, the reason he came into he was 27 years old. He went undrafted. He came through the G League team. I'm like, he's new right now. Teams in the NBA are finding out what he can do right now. And he was balling because everybody was like, we don't know what he could do. And then Miami knew how they were using him, and they were getting him open shots, and he was making them. Great. We know about you now. This is the second time we've seen you in the NBA season. We know about you. We know your tendencies. We know what you can do, what you can't do, what you hate doing, what you like doing. And he's out of the rotation.
So I will end it at 11:15. So we have 5 more minutes. Before we go, Ali, you called it. Lonzo's injured.
Lonzo already injured?
Yeah, he's out for 10 days.
Wow.
And Ali called it. He said that.
Was it knee?
No,
I'm not sure what it was.
It was wrist.
Wrist.
West. Oh.
At least it's not the knees. That's what I said when I saw that.
Yeah, at least it's
Yeah.
not.
At least it's not these.
I'm gonna make an out statement. I think he's way talented than his brother. His brother might be a greater scorer, a better scorer, but I think he's way talented.
Overall.
Like he got.
I say if they're both healthy and I had to pick one, I would want Lonzo on my team.
Lonzo is more serious. Yeah. He make the right
I
play.
would pick Lonzo.
Yeah.
I just like him as a player.
Depending on what I need.
Yeah.
Like I said,
I like because they're not too far off from me. Like they're not like
to me they're not too far. It's depending on what I need.
If Lonzo's not out for
I'm gonna have
2 years,
to go
there's
LaMelo.
a chance.
And LaMelo can still get you 10 assists a night. He can.
Before Lonzo got injured, he was one of the best point guards in the league.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Yeah. And that Bulls team, they would have been something special.
I'm bad, bro. I'm a LeBron fan, but I'm high on Zach LaVine. I wanted to see Zach LaVine go in the playoff series.
Yeah, with Lonzo,
see, my sister's laughing because I'm always telling her, Zach, I like Zach LaVine. I don't know why, but I just like the player, man.
He's a nice athlete, man. He reminds me of Vince Carter, and all, in all aspects, bro.
And they got the more with that killer mid range. You guys might think I'm crazy, and God forgive me for that statement, but I don't know any active player right now that has a more killer mid range than DeMar. If you guys don't tell me, I'm gonna go watch him. But
Kevin Durant.
I was just thinking
Kevin Wayne Durant.
Oh no. Listen, guys. When I said that, I'm not talking about the superstars. I'm not talking about Braun, Durant, and all of them. Obviously,
I know CJ McCollum. He used to have a killer mid-range too, but I haven't watched him.
I never liked that guy.
He's good, bro. He used to be good.
I know he's good. So I don't know. You guys, I think we were. It was the trial episode, Ali, when we were talking about Jason Terry, and I was telling him, don't mention that name near me. That's
like
he hates Jason Terry.
You gotta give the reasons why you don't like these
You see, she knows because I cannot tell you why I don't like Jet, but don't mention him.
Jason Terry. It messed me up, man. That 2011, bro, he was the one who was like the decisive piece.
I used to think I don't like him because he used to taunt players, but I got to watch Pat Bev, and I respect Pat Bev. I like Pat Bev, so I'm like, it's not taunting. Yeah. I used to think I don't like him because he has an ugly jump shot. I watch Sean Marion. I'm like, this is not the reason. I just don't like the guy.
What's wrong with Jay Terry, bro?
I don't know, bro. I never met the guy, obviously. I don't know the guy, but I cannot stand the guy. But when it comes to CJ McCollum, for some other reason, I cannot. It's not a Jet situation. I don't like him. I just cannot follow him as a player. I don't know. I
see what you mean.
But when it comes to Zach,
kind of ended though. Like his window of like him being, because he got hurt too. But there was like a time where he was in Portland before, I want to say, the 2 seasons before he left Portland, where he was like right here with Dame, and ever since he got traded, it's been going like
slowly down.
So it's nearing that time, guys. So we have to, unfortunately.
Well, so much to talk about, man.
I love it. I really love that that 4 guys format. I love it, and I hope we do it again soon. Ali, I don't know because how you feel about it.
But I'm with it.
Yeah, I really love that discussion tonight. So I know everybody's busy, but I sincerely hope when you guys have the time, hop on, man. Just let me know. Shoot me a text. I'll send you the link. Hop on, and we can talk more. And I hope you guys have a great week. And I want to thank everybody that were watching. I hope you guys have a good night and an even better week. Ali, I I'll give you the floor. I don't know.
All right. Great episode. I want to say, NBA wise, happy retirement to DJ Augustine. He was one of the solidest point guards growing up that I was watching. Any team he was on and I saw him, he was solid. Great role player, great role point guard, great veteran. We lost another good veteran in the league for point guards. The league is screwed. What else did I want to say? Keep praying for Real Madrid, you know. I know we talked a lot about basketball today, but you know, keep
Sunday we got to talk about soccer. I have a lot to
prayers.
get off my chest.
You know,
Vinicius that did not win that Ballon d'Or. I have a lot to get off my chest.
You know, or somebody check on Vinny Jr., see how he's doing. I know he had a trophy case for the Ballon d'Or that's not with him right now.
He definitely did. I sent it to him.
Yeah, was it really racism?
Huh?
Was it really racism though?
Bro, that's.
I will talk about it on
yeah, I have so much to say.
I'll be watching.
If we open that box, I cannot hop on it. But yo, that's definitely next Sunday. That's what I'm gonna start with because I have a lot to get off my chest. Well,
man, don't die yet though, bro. That's why you lose the stomach.
You lose.
Yo, great show, man. I love it, man.
Yo, thank you, bro. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. From day one, you've been supporting, and I'm glad I got you to hop in. But you definitely got to come in from the start, and we can. Nohelly, I would love to have you again whenever you can. I know you're busy, very, very busy. But yo, thanks a lot for hopping in. And
yes, sir.
Yeah, I'll send over, man. You already know. I'll be long, my boy. I'm très content de monter, man. So, guys, peace. Ollie, we'll talk. All right, guys. All right.